It's the Joy of Giving Week or Dann. Utsav and CNBC TV 18 is proud to partner with organizations that are trying to do good for society. Joining us today, two very special people, Vaghul, the former chairman of ICICI Bank, and also with us, Lata Kumaraswamy of the Tanker Foundation. Let me just very quickly take you through what the Tanker Foundation does. It was formed with the sole objective of treating kidney-related ailments for those who cannot afford expensive kidney-related ailment treatments in the country. Let me go across now to both our guests. Mr. Vaghul, thank you very much for joining us on CNBC TV 18. You've spent your life and your career as a banker, so you've always looked for bankable ideas, for valuable and for viable ideas. Take us through what you look for before you actually partner and give your money to a non-profit organization, a philanthropic organization. What is it that you look for?
Well, the history is that I was convinced that diabetes along with heart disease and oncology is going to be a major factor in the Indian health scene. And diabetes is something which is a silent killer, and is going to play particularly in the rural areas. My own anecdotal evidence shows that many people are in fact not even aware of the fact that they are nurturing this disease. And so when Tanker, I found that was providing assistance to the underprivileged for when of dialysis, I felt naturally attracted to them.
Mr. Vaghul, one of the reasons why people are hesitant to give their money to non-profit organizations or philanthropic organizations is because they don't know how the money will exactly be used. When you actually give your money, what is it that you look for in terms of the kind of impact that your contribution is going to make? And also, what are the measurement metrics, if any, that you consider?
Well, in the case of Tanker, the decision was pretty straightforward and simple. Tanker has got a limited focus. The limited focus was providing dialysis to the underprivileged sections of the society. There were no complications. It is the way in which the criteria they used for choosing the underprivileged people, and the installation of the dialysis machine and providing the dialysis treatment at a cost which is, in a way, when you compare the commercial cost of 2,000 to 2,500, they charge about 350 rupees, very heavily subsidized one. That really helped. So it's a straightforward proposition. It is backed by very eminent doctors and people who are really public-spirited and who really want to do something. So there are no complications, there are no cost of evaluation of the impact. It is a straightforward organization. It was easy for me to take a decision to be a party to that.
But let me talk to Lata, one of the trustees of Tanker Foundation. You set up Tanker 23 years ago. What has been the hardest part of scaling up? And also, when you look at fundraising, what has been the biggest impediment that you've faced so far?
Well, when we started Tanker, I think the kidney disease wasn't being given much of importance. 22 years ago, the focus was on other diseases and, of course, mainly in India, the communicable diseases. So non-communicable diseases did not really get that much of exposure or interest from the government. But over a period of time, when we started Tanker, we realized that there were loads of people who were underprivileged and who needed to have dialysis. At that time, our government was not offering dialysis, long-term maintenance dialysis for the needy. So we felt, okay, let us do something and focus on these people, because when you have kidney failure, you have only a form of treatment. It's either dialysis or it is transplantation. So both these are very expensive. Any normal person itself cannot afford the treatment very easily. A lot of people have lost their houses, homes, everything just to stay alive. So we felt it was important. Yes, the challenge was that credibility. I think it's something where over a period of time we built it up.
Right, Lata, as you pointed out, that this is a serious health problem. It's a problem that the government needs to sort of tackle as well. You've been working with the government of Tamil Nadu, but from a policy point of view, from a government intervention point of view, or perhaps even from a private healthcare sector point of view, in terms of participation or collaboration, what is it that you think needs to be done at this point in time? Because the costs are prohibitively high.
Well, I think the government in Tamil Nadu, yes, they are doing a lot. I think all India, yes, it can be scaled up. All governments can come forward to understand that kidney disease is not the end of life, and that, more dialysis units for long-term maintenance dialysis. The problem here is a lot of people who have kidney failure cannot have a transplant. Not all of them can have a transplant. Not all of them, can afford it or get the right donor or have a family member or get a cadaver donor. So ideally, yes, I think we need to open up more long-term maintenance dialysis units. We need to step up the organ transplant act. We need more people to come forward. I would really like if the government could say on driving licenses, God forbid if anything happens, that yes, we can opt in and say yes, we would like to donate our organs come what may. And this is something which I feel that it can be done on an all-India scale.
Well, Mr. Vaghul and Lata, thank you very much for joining us. More power to the two of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on CNBC TV 18.